Hey y'all, I'm finally getting around and getting this labor and delivery story done. As you know, being a full-time mommy, things can get pretty hectic, and I haven't found the spare time that I needed to sit down and make this video, but here we are, so let's get started. My due date was set for December the 12th. I made it to 40 weeks of my pregnancy, and let me tell you, the first try is hard, and then you get to the second try and it's like, yeah, you know, you're getting into your groove, your hormones are kind of settling down, and then when your third try comes, that's when you're like, okay, I'm done, let's get this baby out. Starting at 36 weeks is when I started to induce my labor naturally. I was like taking long walks, taking primrose evening oil, and just a bunch of the other old wives' tales that they say, like with spicy food and stuff, but none of those things seemed to help me, and I made it all the way to 40 weeks. On my estimated due date, that's when I had my last doctor's appointment. And so I had a feeling that day that I wasn't feeling well that day. I was supposed to go to work. It was my last day at work. So I called in, we went to the doctor's appointment, and when we got there, when they did my blood pressure, they found that my blood pressure had spiked. My doctor comes in and she says, well, it looks like you're going to be having a baby today. I was so excited. I was ready, more than ready, to finally get him out and to be able to hold him. And so we left the doctor's office and we called our moms and told them, hey, you know, we might be having this baby today. I am getting induced, so we'll see you at such and such hospital. I already had my bags packed. I had my hospital bag ready since I was 36 weeks pregnant. I was ready when I hit my third try. And so we headed to the hospital, checked in. I finally got some Pitocin in, and my nurse had to keep increasing my Pitocin levels because I was not feeling the contraction. I tried to sit on the yoga ball and try to exercising ball and see if that was gonna help, you know, help me feel the contractions, help the baby move down, but none of that was helping. And so I decided to get back onto the hospital bed and watch the monitor to see when I was having a contraction and to see, am I feeling anything when I get those contractions that are being displayed on the computer. And once I did that, I had a little tiny bit, I was able to feel it a little bit. So I finally told my nurse. So she left the Pitocin level at where it was at and mentioned that my doctor would be coming in later on after work to break my water. I really wanted to do hydrotherapy to help with labor and stuff, but since I was not able to do intermittent monitoring for the baby because of my blood pressure, we just I was only able to use the chance that I had to get off the bed and go to the bathroom as my opportunity to really move around and help him move down. So fast forward, my doctor finally comes in, breaks my water, and that's when things kind of get going. I was still 3 centimeters, I believe, and probably 85% or 95% effaced. So it still didn't thin out yet. There's a point in time where my nurse came in after she saw weird activity on my monitor for the baby, his heartbeat. I believe it either spiked or it dropped. And she came in, she said it could be me whenever I moved, maybe the monitor came off or something, but she wanted to make sure that the baby was okay, so she did the cervix check. When she did that, she kind of backed up a little bit, and then she called another nurse. In my head at that moment, I thought, oh my goodness, I hope my baby was okay. I hope, is there meconium? Because if there was meconium, then, you know, then obviously we would have to have, you know, the NICU nurses in there at delivery to help with the baby after, or there could be even a chance of a C-section. So once she called the other nurse, she went ahead and checked my cervix, and when she did, she kind of just like stepped back really quickly, and she was like, oh my goodness. And then she said what she thinks it was my baby's hand. His hand was already out and he had gripped the nurse's wrist, and so they had to call my doctor. She was on call. This was probably about, I think this is either at about midnight, because I went in at 5 p.m. That's when I was induced. about midnight or 1 a.m. is when my doctor, no, it had to be 2 a.m. 2 a.m. my doctor came in and had to go in and try to get him to retract his hand back so that it would be behind his head, so that his head would come out first. And before she came in, my mom and my sister were in there in the room, and so they said a quick prayer. I was so scared because I didn't know what was gonna happen if I had to go into emergency C-section. Is my baby gonna lose his arm? You know, I was being quite dramatic because I was having contractions at the same time. But anyway, so it was really painful, really painful. But I wanted to breathe through it and I wanted to experience all the pain. And so fast forward, finally about 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I have more contractions and stuff.
Okay, give me my phone so I can make the light. Just on the camera. Just make the flashlight. It's like 10 after 4 in the morning, and baby Samson Makiteli is not here yet, so we're having a lot of contraction, and baby mama here is holding up. Real good.
And then about 7 a.m. no, at 6 a.m. my nurse checked me and I was about 6 centimeters, and so we were getting pretty close. So she gave me a peanut ball to put, you put it in between your legs and you lay on your side, and it's supposed to help open up your cervix. It's open up your cervix or open up the birthing canal, something. And let me tell you, that peanut ball works. If you're in the hospital or if you're ready to give birth and things are not moving the way that they need to be moving, I strongly recommend the peanut ball. Lay on your side and put that peanut ball in between your legs. It helps. It hurt like hell. I hate that stupid thing, but it works. It helps. So I went from 6 to 8 centimeters. And I think at about 8 centimeters is when it got really worse. That's when the pain really got intense. I didn't want anyone touching me. So there was a point in time where my mom, you know, I had my sister fanning me because it was really hot. You know, this is labor. This is hard work. And then I had my mom massaging my back. And so when I had those intense contractions, there was a point in time where I told her not to touch me. And so she felt like she couldn't do anything else for me. She decided to walk out of the room and check on my dad. And when she walked out of the room, let me tell you, I went crazy. I wanted her in that room so bad, and I don't know, for some reason, you know, you just hormonal. I was so hurt, and so that's when I just started crying and I just let it go. And when I let it go, that's when my contractions started to hurt more. My husband was still asleep and I was crying really loud, and I just kept staring at him, but at the same time I can't really call out to him because I'm in pain, so I can't really say anything. And then my sisters on the side, I could hear them crying because they didn't know how to comfort me, because they don't want to try to comfort me and I get completely upset again. Good thing my mother-in-law was in there, and so she woke up my husband and he finally came over to me, and right when he held my hand, oh my goodness, I was able to calm down and I was able to handle those contractions until it was time to push. When it was time to push, oh my word. Helps to push, because when you push, that pain just kind of fades away. At about 7 a.m. is when I had the urgency to push. By that time, my nurse were switching out with the new shift. When I got my new nurse, I kept telling her I need to push. I feel like I need to push, I need to push. I didn't have any epidural or any pain medicine or a catheter or anything. So each time I needed to go to the bathroom, I would unhook myself from the monitor and go to the bathroom and come back. And so this last time when I said I needed to push, I wanted to go pee so bad, but she wouldn't let me in case I ended up delivering the baby there before my doctor got in. So I peed on that hospital bed. I kept telling her, I said, I need to pee, I need to pee. Can I just pee? Can I just pee right now? And so she was like, you go ahead. You have, what is it called? That sheet that they change out if you do pee or make a mess or whatever. Just I just peed, and I'm pretty sure not that nothing came out, because it was the need to push. It was time to deliver this boy. And anyways, they contact my doctor. She gets there within 30 minutes. She starts prepping, getting ready, and then we do some practice pushes. Oh my word.
You got it. Good job. Good job. Good. All right. Good job.
Deep breath and baby, okay? Baby needs some oxygen.
And so we did some practice pushes. I mean, before that, they checked to see how dilated I was, or my cervix had completely thinned out. It still did not thin out, so my doctor had to go in, and she said she had to like push my cervix back, or I don't know, bring it forward. I don't know what she had to do, but it hurt, because she was in there and she said push at the same time, and so I was pushing and it hurt.
Push right through that burn. Right through that burn. Good job, good job, good job. Out. One more, just like that. You got it. Good. Yes, right there, right there. Push through that. Good job. Wonderful. Lots of hair.
And then good thing my nurses, you know, told me just breathe through it, breathe through it. So each time they told me that I was at, you know, 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 9 centimeters, in the back of my head I was like, okay, we're so close. Just endure the pain. My baby is almost here. Just endure the pain. Breathe through it. You can do this. Your body is meant to do this. And so, I mean, I just gotta say, once you hit 8 centimeters, 9 centimeters, and then when you're at a full 10, I was like, I don't ever want to have a baby again. 7, 8, 9.
All right.
Open your eyes, open your eyes. But when we started pushing and it came time to delivering my son, oh my word, it's as if when he finally came out, it's as if I didn't feel anything. It's as if I was never in pain. Like everything just faded away, and it was just all about Samson. And so that's my story. Natural delivery. It really helped to breathe through the contractions. It's an amazing experience that I would like to go through again. And hopefully, if God blesses me with another one, then hey, we'll try to go the natural route again. But you know, things happen. There are complications in pregnancy and in labor, and so I'm just so thankful that I was able to get through this delivery. I am just totally in love with my little bug. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm so sorry that this video was up late, but that is all, folks. Until next time, bye.